About 6 years ago, I said this.
I believe that technological entertainment is destroying my potential as a human being.
I had started to discover that something was sucking out my drive and motivation, and that I didn't want to achieve and do things like I wanted to before. Remember, this was a long time ago when it was not well known that we got overstimulated and that phones were dopamine black holes. So I embarked on a no entertainment challenge for 30 days. And I discovered that this was one of the most crucial things I ever had to tackle to become a way more happy person. If you're feeling this on your body and you feel like you have some problem with the technology around it, that you spend too much time on it, then I'm going to give you 6 years of experience trying to quit. I'm going to give you the mindset that I discovered I had to have to overcome and win this war. I'm going to give you some methods that I used to actually win this war. And I'm going to give you a realization I had at the end. So first of all, the mindset that I had to adopt, I figured out, was that in the beginning I was eager, of course. 30-day challenge, I'm going to do it, easy. But it wasn't that. It wasn't how I fantasized it would be. I fantasized that I would chuck my phone out into the woods. I would sit there like a monk, just meditate and just be better, be better. That was what I believed would happen. But maybe it went like 2 days. I started to get really tingling in my stomach for picking up my phone. So I did. And then I said, oh my God, you're such an idiot. And I tried again and again and again. So after a while, I realized that I'm losing this battle over and over. And I was beating myself up because I was not able to stop using my phone. That was when something shifted in me. And I saw that if I wanted to really overcome this addiction of spending so much time consuming information on the internet, I had to change my mindset to be that of kindness towards myself and to realize that this war is not won by winning every battle, but it is by getting a little bit better and a little bit better and a little bit better. That means that when I'm now going to tell you about the methods that I was using, I did them over and over and over again. And I saw that I became better over time. Also, another mindset is that the pain you're feeling when you're not using your phone is the same pain as when you're lifting a weight in the gym. It's painful then and there, but after your muscle becomes stronger. The same it is when you resist using the phone and scrolling on social media. It is painful then and there, but your focus muscle is healing. So methods that I used to overcome this was that the battle of the phone was won in the morning. That means when I woke up, I was not going to watch my phone. I realized that this was the most crucial part of the day to win the battle of the dopamine detox. If I started to stimulate myself, scrolling on Instagram, watching YouTube videos early in the morning, then I was ruining the whole day and it was much harder to resist. So I had the rule. After 6 o'clock, I could watch and do mindless consumption, but before that, I couldn't touch the phone other than contacting my friends and doing stuff with work. Then of course, I deleted all my apps. So all the apps that was distracting, I deleted them. But as I told about the mindset, I lost of course, and I downloaded them again. So then I deleted them again. And that cycle continued until one day I didn't download them anymore because I was winning the war and not the battle. The last method was to look at my life and what I wanted to achieve and see all of that in a bright light and see all of the great things I had in life around me. And knowing that if I lost this war and I was getting overstimulated by my phone, I would not be able to experience any of that. That's every time I spent on my phone was stealing of that potential future and the vision of the future that I wanted to achieve. One day, maybe 6 months ago, I was sitting on a bus and the bus was packed of people. And I was just having a good old time, looking out the window, enjoying myself. And I was going to a party and I was having a good time. I was looking around the bus and then I saw it. Everybody on that bus, they were on their phone using their thumbs like this. Every single one. It was like they were in another dimension, a digital dimension that I was not a part of. And they were in their own dimension, not together. I was the only one on the bus looking around, being in reality. And then it hit me that I actually hadn't want to pull up my phone that day. I didn't want to watch my phone when I was sitting on the bus. It hit me that I could have been them. If it wasn't for all of the small battles that I'd fought for the last 6 years, I would be sitting on that bus scrolling on my phone. But now I was actually just enjoying being in reality without scrolling on my phone. The point here is that I didn't know that every time I lost the battle of putting up my phone, but I know that in that moment that I had won temporarily. And the realization I also had was that was just a temporary victory, like all the smaller ones I had earlier. If I was slacking, I would return to that state of sitting there mindlessly watching my phone and scrolling. I realized that this is a battle that will continue for life, because technology is only getting better. It is only getting new methods to suck me in. And I have to wake up every day and be determined that I will become the best version of myself. And that does not include mindlessly consuming social media. Tackle this, use my methods, and you will make it. Goodbye.